Life hasn't been the same for United and Arsenal after Sir Alex and Wenger left. And so when Klopp, who has been around close to a decade, announced he was leaving Liverpool, things were sure to fall apart, right? Wrong. One loss in 22 games in the league and unbeaten in the Champions League after the first round. Who would have thought life under Arne Slot would look this good for Liverpool? Just months into his reign, the Dutch mastermind has got the Reds firing on all cylinders and leaving opponents stuck in the Slot penitentiary. So, what's cooking? How's a new manager pulling off this magic in his debut season? Let's break it down. But first, do us a solid. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive in. It feels like it was just yesterday when Klopp announced he'd be leaving Liverpool at the end of the 23-24 season. After 9 amazing years together, winning every trophy possible, the German was finally saying goodbye. It was the end of an era. But the big question on everyone's mind was, who's going to replace him? Wasting no time, Liverpool introduced Arne Slot as the new manager. At the time, Slot was Feyenoord's coach. And let's be honest, a lot of people hadn't even heard of him, so it was natural that there were some doubts. But Slot hasn't wasted time in silencing the critics, and he's been doing it in style. In his first Premier League game where he secured a 2-0 away win at Ipswich Town, he became the first Liverpool manager since Gerard Houllier in 1998 to win his debut match. And honestly, it's just been one record after the other. It's almost become routine to hear Slot is the first Liverpool manager too, and then some crazy achievement follows. Like how he's one of just 3 Liverpool managers to win their first 3 matches with clean sheets. Or how he pulled off something massive by becoming the first Liverpool manager in 88 years to win his first away league game against Manchester United. And then there's the record-breaking streak, where he became the first ever Liverpool manager to win his first 4 Premier League away games, capping it off with a victory over Crystal Palace. If that wasn't enough, he went on to win 9 out of his first 10 games in charge, something that has only been done twice in Liverpool's history, back in 1961 and 1990. Oh, and get this, Slot also managed to go unbeaten in his first 7 away matches, something no Liverpool manager has done since William Connell over a century ago in February 1923. The Dutchman is also the first manager since Carlo Ancelotti for Chelsea in 2009 to win at least 9 of his opening 11 Premier League games in charge of a club. Now, I don't want to be that person saying the quiet part out loud, but with Slot smashing records left, right and centre, it's starting to feel like he's slowly edging past the legendary Klopp. And he's not just breaking ground in the league, it's happening in Europe too. Here's the fun part. Only 2 Liverpool managers have won their first 4 games in a single Champions League campaign. Yep, Slot and the man he replaced, Jurgen Klopp. So here's a question to think about. If Slot wins both the Premier League and the Champions League in his first season, does that officially put him on the same level as Klopp? Talk to me in the comments section. Speaking of Champions League, Slot's Liverpool has been absolutely running the show. Sitting pretty at the top of the table of the new Champions League format, Liverpool have won their first 7 games, with one of those wins being a 2-0 victory over Real Madrid, the same Real Madrid that has denied the Reds 2 Champions League titles. And you know what? That Liverpool victory was the first against Los Blancos since 2009, ending an 8-game winless streak against them. Let that sink in. Slot made that happen. The Dutchman also made headlines by completely dismantling Germany's unbeaten champions from last season, Bayer Leverkusen, in a stunning 4-0 win. And if that wasn't enough, he handed Lille their first loss in 4 months. At this point, the fans were absolutely buzzing about their new manager, and you could feel the love all over social media. Just check out tweets like these. Arne Slot, you've changed every Liverpool's fan's life since you arrived at this club. Thank you. Arne Slot, you have rocked my world. Slot's had an unbelievable first 6 months at the club, better than even the biggest optimist could have expected. He's done it with virtually no backing in the market. He's more than earned his keep. Now it's time for the club to back him. And honestly, why shouldn't the club back him? Apart from that one-off day against a surprisingly solid Nottingham Forest, where they lost 1-0 at Anfield, Slot's Liverpool has been nothing short of flawless. So, how has Slot managed to turn things around so quickly? Before we break it all down, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. You don't want to miss more content like this. Done? Alright, let's dive in. Now let's talk about Slot ball. If Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool was all about intensity, heavy pressing, winning the ball high up the pitch, and launching quick counterattacks, Slot is all about pressing the brake on all the chaos. The bald one has introduced a 4-2-3-1 formation that focuses on control and balance. In this system, you've got Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister playing as defensive midfielders, shielding the backline and maintaining structure. So what you have is a Liverpool that has a solid defensive foundation, something you didn't see much last season. But at the same time, you've got Dominic operating in a freer, more creative role, linking the midfield to the attack. So the difference here, ladies and gentlemen, is while Klopp's 4-3-3 thrived on chaos and high pressure, Slot's setup is more about precision and control. And you could tell by how Liverpool now uses the ball. For example, 11% of their touches have been inside their own penalty area this season, compared to just 6% last season under Klopp. That might sound like a small difference, but it shows just how much Slot values control and composure over the high-energy, chaotic style Liverpool were known for under Klopp. Another key difference is how some players have stepped up massively in this new season. While Salah continues to deliver the brilliance we all expect from him, others like Gravenberch, Diaz and Gakpo have risen to the occasion. Take Ryan Gravenberch as an example. Last season, he only started 12 games, but this season, he's started every single one of Liverpool's first 22 league matches and all 7 Champions League games. Slot has transformed him into a key player in a deeper midfield role, and Gravenberch has adapted brilliantly. The stats back it up too. He's one of only 2 midfielders in the Premier League this season to make 30-plus tackles and 30-plus interceptions. And how are fans feeling about the Slot-Gravenberch makeover? Well, here's what one had to say. Arne Slot's adventure in England has been nothing short of remarkable so far. What stands out even more is the incredible work he's done with Ryan. Simply fantastic. The perfect blend of managerial brilliance and raw talent coming together to create something special. They're not wrong too, because something special is definitely happening all around Anfield. But it's not just Gravenberch who's thriving. Cody Gakpo has also joined the party. Just a year ago, he was under fire, with critics questioning his best position and whether he could even cement a spot in the Liverpool starting 11. Fast forward to now, and he silenced the doubters in style. Slot has found the perfect role for him, using him as a false 9 to lead the attack. And it's paying off big time. Last season, Gakpo managed 16 goals and 6 assists across all competitions. This season, he's already at 14 goals and 5 assists, and we're only halfway through. And get this, Gakpo is Liverpool's second highest goal scorer this season. But it's not just about the numbers. His goals have come at crucial moments. There was the equaliser against Manchester United in that 2-2 classic, and 2 more strikes against Fulham and Brighton. Let's not forget the opener in what used to be a title race showdown with Man City, or the result-clinching goal against Real Madrid in the Champions League. And here's something else. Gakpo is making history just like his manager. After bagging 2 goals against Ipswich, he's now scored in 6 consecutive appearances at Anfield, breaking the record held by 2 legendary Dutch strikers, Ruud van Nistelrooy and Robin van Persie, who both managed 5 straight home games. And you can tell he's enjoying life under the new boss, with comments like this one. A lot of things were the same under Jurgen Klopp, but right now, he, Arne Slot, adds more tactical things with the ball, in possession, and this suits us. You heard it straight from the man himself. The new style isn't just working for the team, it's working wonders for Gakpo. And the fans are here for it. One fan even tweeted, "We all talk about how much Gravenberch and Diaz have transformed under Slot, and rightly so. But my God, what he's done to Gakpo is nuts." And honestly, what Slot has done for Liverpool as a whole is just crazy. 1 loss since the start of the season, 7 straight Champions League victories, and still alive in both the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. It's nothing short of spectacular. Slot has turned Anfield into a fortress again, and his team looks like they're capable of challenging on all fronts. At this point, you can't help but wonder, how far can this Liverpool side go with Slot in charge? What happens next? One thing for sure, it's a good time to be a Liverpool fan. There you have it. In just a short time, Arne Slot has completely changed Liverpool, revamping their style of play, boosting key players, and bringing a new sense of confidence to the squad. What do you think? Can Slot continue this success and win Liverpool the big trophies this season? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. And be sure to stick around for another exciting video just like this one coming up next.